listening to the Ecosystem Approach show. I'm Jason.
And I'm Patricia. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Transformation Talk Radio.
We discovered that human potential is severely limited when you program humans like a machine, which is standard practice today for self-improvement.
The Ecosystem Approach teaches you how to uncover your infinite potential by using natural methods that are truly revolutionary. Join us now for the Ecosystem Approach show. We have all heard about foraging for food in the wild, but what about foraging for the best energies? Everyone wants to feel better every day, but to do that, people do non-energy things like eating sugary snacks or drinking some type of caffeine like coffee or soda. Human beings naturally forage for positive energy, but that is mostly unconscious. The pandemic illustrated that we are unconsciously foraging. I'm having a hard time saying that word, foraging for energies from others, from other people, that when that is cut off, many people had a mental health crisis. Now is the time to learn about how to forage continuously for good energy. Consciously for good energy to maintain your emotional balance. We are married intuitives with over 20 years experience who created the Ecosystem Approach for you. This is much different because we see human beings as ecosystems that need to be restored instead of programmed. We show you how to take an energy approach for internal discovery that is rational, practical, and useful for everyday life. Okay, Jason, you know, everyone thinks about this. They think it's really weird, you know, but what do you mean by foraging for energy?
Well, when I first told you about it, you didn't even know what foraging was.
Oh, well, I didn't know what you meant.
Yep.
Okay, we'll say it that way.
And foraging is, I guess, not a common word, but
no,
you know, animals eat by grazing.
Correct.
They set them out in the field, and we have a lot of cattle ranches
around us.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
So the cattle are out there eating grass, and they just go wherever there's a piece of grass and they eat it, and they constantly they're eating all day.
Yes.
You know, other animals, even though they may not be grazing like a cow,
Okay.
they're constantly looking for food.
Yes.
You know, modern human life doesn't require that we forage. Now we can go from a 7-Eleven to the gas station to get candy bar after candy bar, and you know,
and I've known people that have done that.
There's junk food everywhere.
Yes.
But there's also survival classes around where we are, where they teach you how to go out into the forest and eat the plants that are naturally grow there and survive.
And by the way, I'm really looking forward to actually doing that class. That would be a lot of fun to me.
I think it would be. So but that's not what we're talking about here.
Okay.
We see, and this is why I came up with the idea of foraging.
Okay.
We're constantly, whether we know it or not, are constantly foraging for energies. You know, a good example is my neighbor. I was working on the yard the other day, and he came over and started talking to me.
Right.
He was foraging for energy. It wasn't that he wanted something, or that something was going on, or there was some sort of gossip that he needed to tell me.
Yeah.
He was just he wanted to connect with me, and we exchanged energies. Whether he could see that or not doesn't matter.
Right.
That's what happened.
Okay.
You know, and that happens all the time. That's why, you know, during the pandemic, all these people had mental health crises because or difficulties or struggles because, you know, they weren't allowed to go forage for energy at the water cooler.
I was going to say that, at the water cooler. Exactly.
You know, and we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
But you know, science would say that if you have a positive interaction, like with my neighbor, it was a positive. We like him, and I liked him, and we had a nice conversation for about 2-3 minutes, and he went to over another group of neighbors over next to
And
me.
yeah,
So,
okay, one
and
of those. Yeah.
foraging some more,
Yeah.
but there's nothing wrong with that. But science would see those positive interactions as people's brain would indicate a positive feeling,
Okay.
but they
Okay.
don't go past that.
Okay.
And as intuitives, this is what we see. And this is the benefit of taking an energy approach to life and looking at the energies as opposed to looking at what is concrete in the physical world that you can measure and look at, because
Okay.
we see things, we see this exchange of energy
We do.
that is largely unconscious today.
Well, and I just want to put in there, we have been taught that we are not allowed to look at other people's energies. There's this rule that says you're not allowed to do that. Well, here's my question. If somebody has really bad energy, if somebody has really positive energy, what makes you think that you deserve to take that? That's the first thing I think of when you said this about the show. That was the first thing. And then the second thing is that what makes us believe, all of us, that somebody has the right to take our energy?
Well, and it's usually not that black and white.
Definitely not.
It's always an exchange.
Yes.
So the person you're talking to gives little, the person you respond back and you give a little.
That's right.
And it's hard to measure that. It's almost impossible to measure that.
Right.
But when we're cut off from a large amounts of what
energy exchange,
and I guess the whole point of this show is that energy exchange from humans is probably the least beneficial that you can have. And we're going to talk about how you can get those energies for yourself, because your essence, your soul craves energy constantly. And there's a flow that happens between your essence, which is in the non-physical, to your physical body.
Right.
It's always moving.
Yeah.
And with programming, you've probably heard me, soapbox
more than once.
Yes, if you've been listening to this for a while, that programming, you disconnect from your essence. So you're focused on your goals and objectives and what you want to do, but you're not focused on that exchange of energy within you that's happening all the time.
And when you don't understand the balance that you need personally, which most people do not, it creates a lot of problems.
So when you're cut off from this flow of energy, what happens? So let's be specific.
Okay.
Mental health issues, depression, hopelessness, loneliness, despair,
right?
Physical problems, disease and illness, relationship problems, money problems, things like intangibles like bad luck.
Right.
Okay. We as human beings require that these energies flow and move, and not only move, but there's not all energy is the same. Some is low quality, some is higher quality. There's a difference between eating a corn dog at the state fair and eating a salad that you picked from your garden that was fresh that day.
By far.
And
yes.
I apologize for anybody that likes corn dogs out there. This is not a judgment. I'm just saying that if you ate corn dogs, if you were on a desert island and all you had was a box of corn dogs, you might have to try and live on that.
Yeah.
But
okay.
After a while, it would just start to affect you.
Yeah.
Your essence, your soul craves healthy energy, to be healthy.
Exactly.
And when it's healthy, it's a natural resistance to illness and disease.
Right.
It's you feel happy. You feel excited about the day. You don't have depression, loneliness, all those things, hopelessness.
Right.
So today we're going to talk about low quality and high quality energy.
Okay.
We normally get energy from others, but the highest quality comes from life force, which is a form of nature.
Yes.
Planetary energies that we've been talking about that are all around us. And one last thing, we've noticed that we have problems with deer eating everything.
Yeah, I was going to say eating our everything. Yes, we do.
We have this. Someone called it Fort Knox the other day. We were at
yes.
They recognize that our garden is like Fort Knox, because
our vegetable garden, because nobody can get into it.
The fences are real high,
exactly,
and it's basically for the deer, because we've had such a problem with them.
Yes.
you know. So, but we've noticed that when they're hungry,
They'll eat anything.
I've read all these books about what is deer proof, deer resistant plants.
Right.
You know, they haven't read those books
Yeah.
because when they get hungry, they will eat all of those
Anything.
things. Yes.
Including the book, if given the chance.
Same thing with human beings.
Yes.
If you are desperate for energy,
you'll take anything.
Take anything from anybody,
Right.
anyway.
Right.
And so we want to make you more conscious about that today.
Jason, do we have a quick tip for this segment?
Yes. Human beings at their core are subtle energy that flow constantly from your essence or soul to your physical body and back.
Okay.
Human beings have been unconscious about this flow of energy. And not all energy is of the same quality or benefit. Sometimes the need for energy is so high that they'll settle for whatever is available, usually low quality. And it's time for us to be conscious about our need for that subtle energy and to make sure that we have it of the highest quality. And by the way, if you want to start to learn how to do that, this is the time to go to our website, theecosystemapproach.org, sign up for our free section. We're going to talk about that more later.
Okay. In the next segment, we're going to talk about the different types of energy and the quality of those energies that you're getting in your life and being more conscious about the best types for you. Remember, we all don't need the same thing. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show, unscripted, with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to talk about how the different types of energy and the quality of those energies that you're getting in your life and being more conscious about the best types for you. All right, Jason, explain what you mean by different types of energy.
Okay, so let's give everybody a list. Okay.
Okay, sure.
And these are the big ones. By the way, they're all free. So you never, it's not metered. It's not like your
something you have to pay for.
Yeah, your data plan on your phone,
Okay.
you can only take so much, so much. It's abundant. It's like in nature. So here's the first one.
Well,
okay.
It is in nature, but go ahead.
Planetary energies. Now, if you've been listening, we've been channeling the different planets and talking about the benefits of each of those
one.
planets.
Yes.
There's a few that we're missing. We'll
get there.
We're gonna go in our last segment. We're gonna be clearing for those planetary energies so you can practice taking those energies in
and using them.
But it's like a toolbox,
yeah.
And I know this is a guy thing.
Okay.
But going to the tool section of a hardware store.
Yes.
And they not just have one socket, they have a whole bunch of sockets.
Array.
Yes, a whole array of sockets or wrenches or screwdrivers,
hammers,
it just
nails.
Sweetie, if something ever happened to you, I'd probably just go hang out in the hardware store and gaze on the sets of tools. But the whole point is that having a whole toolbox full of tools, you can do a lot of things.
Well, I like the idea of that toolbox. And the reason I do is because most people don't have a clue. And I'm not putting anybody down, but we've been studying this for a long time. Yeah. And it's time for all of you out there to realize that there are so many tools in the toolbox, but you don't need every tool every hour of every day or every day of the week. Sometimes you need this and sometimes you need that. And it's because there are so many different energies around us and the energies of our past.
Well, and as you know, if you've ever done this before, if you have that special screwdriver,
yes,
there are no loose screws in our house.
That is correct.
You walk around with that, things get tightened up. And the same thing with planetary energies.
Yes.
So if you've got that toolbox, you can constantly use them for this and for that and for that. And your life gets better.
Yes.
The reason you do it is your life gets better.
Yeah.
That's one of the benefits of the ecosystem approach.
I agree.
Because it's not that we've learned this from someone else.
No.
We see energy.
Yeah.
We literally see energy. And I remember in the very, very beginning, I was going to this. She was an intuitive, and she would say to me, well, I would ask her a question. She said, well, I'm not that kind of intuitive. Well, the truth is, we're all kinds, Patricia and I, because we've been developing our refined intuition, we're all kinds of intuitives.
Correct.
But anyway, so planetary energies, they're high quality, easily accessible. They're the best quality when they're used for the right purpose. So when you have the socket that fits that nut, that works.
Exactly.
So here's some examples when they're part of your natal chart. So,
Right.
so Patricia's natal chart, her sun is Libra, her moon is Gemini, and her ascending is Libra
again. Yes.
So Venus and Mercury are perfect energies for her. Mine is Sagittarius, Scorpio was my moon, and
your ascending
is Aries.
Is Aries. Right.
So Mars, Jupiter, and then Pluto are the perfect ones for me. But then, someone who's very what we mean by using it for the situation, if someone who's very logical and left-brained, using a lot of Mercury energy doesn't
it might not benefit you.
Yeah, it might be an imbalance.
Correct.
So those are just kind of the examples.
Right.
Keep tuned to us. Listen to our show every week. Go to our website right now and sign up for our free section, theecosystemapproach.org, and you'll learn about this stuff. It'll just by watching and listening.
Exactly.
Here's one of the biggest ones: earth energies. There's Mother Nature. There's a benefit just going outside. We live in this beautiful place where we live just a little bit outside of Yosemite National Park. And I could be working all day on side writing or whatever, and we're there already.
Yes. But
just going outside, it just feels better.
Exactly.
We go for a walk with our dogs all the time.
Twice a day, at least.
That's a big deal. Another thing that we've known about for a long time, and we're going to talk about it just briefly here. We're going to talk about this some more. It's called earthing. It's connecting to the Earth's energy. And this is a form of life force when you put your bare feet on the bare ground.
Exactly.
There's an exchange of energy that's really positive.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be an electrical engineer.
No. Geez, not at all.
People have gone crazy with this. We'll talk some more about that going forward.
Yeah.
But just going outside. Sometimes you can just have a picture of an outside.
Right.
And
your essence can actually help you go there in that picture.
Yes.
It's really awesome.
So, and then the last thing is exchange of energy by humans.
Yes.
And we've done shows about that. The exchange is almost never an even exchange. No. In other words, when you connect with someone, there's always, not always.
Usually.
There's a balance. There's like a ledger that happens.
A give and take, so to speak.
A give and take. And people, because they're unconscious about energy, they don't know whether that give and take is positive or negative.
Correct. But people have also been taught you don't even have to think about it, just be. And I will disagree with that now that I work so much with energy all the time. And I'm not saying that you have to say, stop, you're taking too much of my energy, because people would look at you, a little bit sideways, but you can block people from taking too much of your energy.
And you know who those people are.
Yes, you do. You do.
Even if you don't know anything about energy, you know who those people are.
And the reason you know who those people are, here's a really good key or thing, that when you're around certain people, after they leave or you leave them, you take that big sigh of relief, like, okay, that's over, or wow, that was intense, or I could go on and on and on about the way it might feel.
Here's the other thing.
Okay.
We've heard this a lot, that people in helping professions,
yes,
people in the medical profession, therapists, right, social workers, anybody that deals with the public for a long time, there's burnout. Burnout is what happens when that that exchange is bad, so that it depletes you and depletes you more and depletes you more. That's when you get burnt out.
Yeah.
And you can
Well
overcome
said.
that by understanding what we're talking about today.
Correct.
Here's the other thing. And we argued about this a little bit, but I wanted to say that your diet of energies is more important than your food diet.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you can go out and eat corn dogs every single day for every single meal.
Okay.
Okay. But
Right.
if you're constantly getting positive energies within you,
Yes,
that you can just take from the earth, from nature,
correct.
or activate it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better for you than a diet of just exchanging it from other people.
Correct.
And that's why people had so many problems during the pandemic.
Well, and here's one of the other parts of that. The exchange of energy between people. When you exchange energy, you're also taking on a lot of their negative energies.
Yeah.
And that doesn't always work for everybody.
You all know someone who's, oh, my life is awful. My life sucks.
Right.
I'm so, I've got this ache here. I've got this pain here,
Right.
I'm really conscious of getting together with people my own age and things out to talk about. Well, I've got this. I got this problem.
All the disabilities.
Shoot me, shoot me. I don't want to. That's not the kind of conversation I want to have.
No.
Here's the other thing. Okay. And I'm really lucky. When the energy of your food is that's attached to your food is a big deal. Now, because we're where we are, and because Patricia's an amazing cook, she basically makes all the meals.
I do.
And we don't go out to dinner very often, because why would we?
Right.
It doesn't taste better.
No, it doesn't.
And we know the ingredients that we have. We spend a lot more money on getting good ingredients
as opposed to garbage.
Yes. And
by the way, to me, it's great to cook with good food.
So,
or
but
get it from the garden.
If you eat food where the cook is pissed off or angry,
oh yeah,
it affects the food.
Yes.
And we're going to show you just a simple technique that we did. We'll do this in the next segment.
Okay.
About how to activate life force in your food.
Okay.
Like if you're at a
well, we have a glass here we'll use.
Yeah, at a restaurant or whatever.
Right.
And fast food, for example, that's a good example, is that with fast food, it's all
mechanical.
Yes. So there's no heart. You think about those Italian restaurants you're going, and people know you, and they're hugging you and all that stuff.
That's
and
correct.
Everybody's happy. Those, that has good energy in the food.
It does.
Just something to think about.
I will agree. Jason, what is a quick tip for this segment?
There are different types of energy, and there are different qualities of those energies. Those energies have to flow from the earth to nature, to human beings, and to essence. That flow is essential, but it's never a specific path. It's not a rule. Right. It's just energy can flow in all different ways. It's like water. It can find a way. Okay.
Yes, it can.
Some of the best energies are easily accessible from anywhere and any time. Planetary energies are very valuable and best used when they're connected to something relevant. Earth and the natural world is a great source of life force, but everyone can activate life force wherever they are in the moment.
That's right. The
exchange of energies by humans is the least desirable. And for those who are listening to the show, often it's a net loss when you get energy from other people. So if you're not getting energy from the earth, from nature, or from life force, you're probably energy deficient. Okay?
Probably.
And the food we eat has energy and attached to it, and can feed us in a positive way, or can take energy in a negative way.
Exactly. In the next segment, we're going to talk about practical ways to forage for subtle energies that you can do right now, today, and make your life better. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show, unscripted, with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to talk about practical ways to forage for subtle energies that you can do right now. Today, do right now today to make your life better. Okay, Jason, what are some of the suggestions or practical ways the listeners can start to get good energies right now?
So most people unconsciously get their energy from other people,
Right.
but there's either a net gain or a deficit. And for us, there's almost never a net gain. Although there's a couple people in our life that they don't. We've noticed that they don't take energy that's really kind of special.
I'll agree.
But here's some life affirming energy you can have right now.
Okay.
Earth energy.
Right.
We've talked about earthing, putting your bare feet on the ground, on dirt,
Yes.
dirt
or grass or
stone, whatever.
exactly.
So you're literally getting that earth energy into your body.
That's correct.
There's a lot about that online, earthing it's called. You can get crazy with it, and we're gonna do a show about that. It's really good energy, but people get into this rules about
Yeah, well, not everybody, but people get into rules about everything, and that's when you might want to take a step back, take a nice big deep breath, and say, does that rule work or try or is in my best interest?
Refined intuition is what you need for that to really get perspective. In fact, our next show next week is going to be about practical versus perfection. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. But anyway, for nature is always good.
Okay.
Nature, just going out in nature. When we met, we were both working in the same company in downtown San Francisco.
Yes. And
we would go to, it was just a small little, it wasn't really even a park. It was just it was landscaped.
That's correct.
And some grass and a few trees. And we would have picnics there.
Right.
And I remember, this has nothing to do with the show, but Patricia would take an avocado, some crackers, and some cheese, and she would take the avocado, slice it up, and take some of it out and put on a cracker for me, and it was like a little picnic.
It was. I loved it.
And she was very affectionate while she was giving me my crackers and cheese and guacamole, and it just felt really good. And it was really good energy, because we needed to get out of the building and feel really that natural energy. Feel that natural energy. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be anything. You can have a plant on your desk. You can just go outside and sit under a tree. Correct. It doesn't have to be anything special, but those energies are really, really positive for you.
Exactly.
Here's the other thing.
Okay.
Activating life force. Now you're going to talk about that.
Okay.
You can just say, and to the way we do it, way we work with energy, I direct all my resources in all dimensions to activate life force
energy,
and just imagine it coming up in your body.
Yes.
You can just call for it,
and
you just put it in order.
Exactly. But the thing that's the most amazing, it doesn't matter whether you pull it in through the bottom of your feet or you pull it in through the top of your head. It works. And life force energy is what keeps our hearts beating. It is what makes us have the ability to see the best things in our life. And yet it also, life force can show us what's not right for us, can show us what doesn't work for us, those things. In other words, it's never the same way every time. It's never. Yes. And that's a really important point, because people want these patterns, they want these rules, these formulas, and that isn't how life force works.
Well, and life force has a consciousness.
It really does.
So if I bring in life force, it knows what's good for me, but if Patricia does it, it knows what's good for her. It's not the same. And we can be right next to each other. We can be doing it the same way.
Exactly.
It's very, very helpful. So I also wanted to talk about how you can add it to your food. So
Okay.
one of the things that we do is just
I'm going to take this glass right
we
here.
just take our hands
Uh-huh.
just before we eat and say, and to activate life force. And
Right.
then imagine in our imagination, our mind's eye, life force going around the food, in the food.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
you know, if you're one of those people that loves corn dogs and you know who you are, if you're going to eat a corn dog, this is the least you can do.
Well, and by the way, there's nothing wrong with eating a corn dog. Let me just put this out there. There's nothing wrong with eating a corn dog. It's feeling guilty about eating the corn dog that is dangerous.
Yes, or indulging or using your corn dog to quiet your emotions because you're stressed, anxious,
Well, and
overwhelmed.
I'm sorry, I have to jump in and say one of the first things that people do when they're eating something that isn't good for them, I'll put it that way. The first thing that they either think or even say is, "Oh, I shouldn't be doing this," and then they take a great big bite. Well, guess what you're doing? You're taking that "I shouldn't be doing this" negative energy and putting it in your body, and it creates a lot of negative stuff that we
Yes.
all of us, we don't need.
So you know, one of the things that we've benefited from is not only is Patricia a great cook, but we've created this garden, and
Mhm.
I'm just the Indian, she's the chief, and she's the one that calls all the shots in the garden. But we've had these amazing salads that
Yes.
come from the garden. They are just, you know, the tomatoes just it makes your mouth water,
The
and
tomatoes
the
and the lettuce and
peppers
the
and
peppers and
oh,
exactly.
you know,
Yes. Yes.
you've had a chard plant and just
Oh,
chopping
and
that up.
that fresh
Oh,
chard is absolutely wonderful.
so and we're working on trying to get some sort of something grown every, you know, 12 months a year.
Right. And
We're
that's
not there yet. Yeah.
by the way, that's going to be a new thing for me. I have only grown a winter garden once and it wasn't that great.
Yeah. So we're working on that.
Yes.
But so let's say you have canned foods or frozen food
Well,
or even processed food with heat, and activating it with life force can
is
be
amazing.
really helpful.
It really can be.
So but the most important thing here is not the activating your food.
Mhm.
Again, you know, use earth energy, go out in nature, you know.
And activate that for yourself.
Yes.
It's one of the best gifts you can give yourself. A really good thing to do, I just now remembered this, a really good thing to do if you have a headache, you know, you got a stress headache,
Yes.
that kind of thing. Take that moment for yourself. Excuse me, I'm going for a walk type thing, and take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground, and take a
Yes.
nice, great, big, deep breath and activate life force energy for yourself. Have it come in through the top of your head, let it go to the tips of your toes. You've heard me say this. Then ask that energy to turn around. And when you blow out the energy, meaning take that negative energy that was causing that headache in the first place, and the things that cross your mind really fast. Oh, well, that guy said this to me, that my boss is demanding that of me. My wife wasn't nice to me this morning, things like that. Believe it or not, those things, they build over time, and it can really cause some negative effects that we think, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Well, yes, there is. Go put your feet on the ground and take a breath.
We live in the last small town going on its way to Yosemite.
Yes.
And we see a lot of tourists.
Yes, we do.
And there's a lot of people, a lot of tourists. And if you're a tourist, this isn't a judgment about you. We see that they're into the experience and checking a list, checking a bucket list that, oh, I went to Yosemite. You know, they're taking pictures. They're, you know, but if you don't have to go all the way to Half Dome or in the valley of Yosemite, just buy a tree and just be intentional and
exactly
and slow down enough so you
Right.
can just feel that energy.
Yes.
Walking instead of running, you know.
Yes. Well, and I was going to make a comment. Every once in a while when we go to town, I'll look at people that are coming in the direction of towards Yosemite, and I can see and feel the stress of those people, because They had to work so hard to get here. Now, okay, we're going to go have fun.
They've got kids, all the
Yeah.
logistical things. Do we have the
Exactly.
food? Did
Exactly.
little Johnny bring his underwear? All those
Yes,
things,
yes, yes,
and
absolutely.
there's an intensity. We can just feel it.
Absolutely. And it's really kind of, it's sad.
So if you have that, whether it's you're going to Yosemite or any place else, or
downtown San Francisco,
just
like
going
we used
to your job,
go into your job.
find a way to put your feet on the ground,
Yeah.
be in nature,
Yes.
and to activate life force.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about how we clear and how we activate life force right now.
Do you want to do a quick tip first?
Let's do the quick tip first.
All right, there you go.
Most people are unconscious about how they receive energy and the quality of that energy.
Correct.
When humans exchange energy, there's usually a net deficit for most people. In today's world, getting energy or exchanging energies from others is the least desirable, and the most desirable is from the earth, nature, and activating life force for yourself.
Yes.
Planetary energies are abundant and very high quality, but requires that you have some basic knowledge and practice with using those energies.
Right.
Adding life force to food can be very healthy and help your body and use those nutrients in the best way.
Exactly. Okay, Jason. So let's teach everyone how to do the clearing or removing negative energy.
And, today we're talking about positive energies.
We are.
There are a lot of people that just want to use positive energies. And I want to tell you, it's the negative energies that keep us from absorbing
all the positive energies we have access to.
Mother Nature energy.
That's right.
Earth energy.
That's right.
Life force energy.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to always start with that first. And if you want to know more about how to do that, go to our website, theecosystemapproach.org.
Okay. So, Jason, and so how do we do this?
So you use your mind's eye. In your mind's eye, you can sit, stand, be walking, laying down, standing on your head. You can even be talking to people, and do it in your imagination. But in your imagination, gather up whatever we say to eliminate, or create your own clearing statement to eliminate, and take the frenzy, the anxiety, the being a tourist, being the vacation stress, all that stuff. Take it in and blow it into the processor. Sarah's going to put up a picture of the processor right now.
Correct.
That processes that negative energy.
Correct.
And it comes out neutral.
So, with all of that said, in the next segment, we're going to help you activate some positive energies to make you feel better, and also remove some negative energies, because those energies block you from taking on positive energies. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to help you activate some positive energies to make you feel better, and also remove some negative energies, because those energies, the negative ones, they block you from taking on positive energies. So, Jason, with that said,
so we're just going to do a few negative energies, and mostly the positive today, just because as an illustration. Okay.
Okay, I like that.
So here we go. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to eliminate the veils and illusions, so I can see that we are constantly and unconsciously foraging for subtle energies.
That's correct. Everyone, take a breath. And
take those veils and illusions.
And throw them away.
Yes.
You don't need that. And I'm going to shorten it up just a little bit, and to eliminate the stress, anxiety, and overwhelm that I'm feeling that keeps me from positive energies. I don't need that stress, that anxiety, and the overwhelm. Pick it up and throw it away, because it's blocking you from positive energy. Jason?
And to eliminate the barriers, so I can see that using the ecosystem approach is the way to learn how to get positive energies. It's a big part of our program.
Take a breath. And to eliminate the intense feelings of worry, anxiety, and stress that block the positive energies that I want. Nice. Take a breath and blow out worry, anxiety, and stress.
And to eliminate the anger, bitterness, and resentment that I have about certain things that block the flow of positive energies.
Yes.
Take a breath. Anger, bitterness, and resentment. Put that in the processor.
There you go. And to eliminate any feelings of fear and terror that I have that are strong emotions that block the flow of positive energy to me. Nice and easy. Or a situation. Take a breath and blow out that negative energy.
And so we're going to start doing
Some-
positive energies.
Sounds good.
And here we go.
All
So,
right.
and to activate earth energy, to
Mm,
feel the connection to the earth and the slight tingle as I have my bare feet on the
on the
ground.
ground. I love that one. So you're going to activate earth energy. It can, by the way, it can go in through the top of your head or in through the top of your feet, in through your feet. And where, in other words, use the situation you're in order to feed yourself for that situation. So nice and easy. Take a breath and blow out any negative energies that are blocking you from tingly feet.
By the way, you may have like rubber sole shoes,
Yes.
but you can still have your intention to say, and to activate earth energy and have it flow up through me.
Exactly.
It does this. It can almost be the same.
Okay,
So-
so go ahead.
And to activate Mother Nature energy within me as I go outside in my imagination and feel the pleasure of the natural world.
I love that. Nice and easy. Pull it up and blow out any negative energies that are trying to get in your way or keep getting in your way. All right. And activate my favorite outdoor scene and feel the good feelings of actually being there. In other words, imagine you looking at a picture.
So
Nice
you
and
could be in
easy.
a cubicle
You
and
could be, by all means.
and do that. Yeah.
Nice and easy. Pull up that positive energy for you and blow out any negative energies that are just hanging out.
So here we go. And to activate the energy, I'm going to go through the planetary energies.
Okay, sounds good.
And to activate the energy of the sun so I
Mm,
can feel confident and strong and powerful.
I love that.
That comes from the sun. So imagine that sun energy.
And how I see it,
Yep.
Yes, I pull it up through myself, but I also make it go all the way around me, all the way around me. What an amazing feeling that is. And then activate the energy of Mercury so I can have balance and feel the beauty and abundance within myself. Nice and easy. That one I pull in through the top of my head, let it go all the way to the tips of my toes and blow out any negative energies left over that are blocking me from actually using Mercury energy.
And to activate the energy of Venus so I can have balance and feel the beauty and abundance within myself.
I must have read the wrong one. I apologize.
That's okay.
All right. Take a breath, everyone.
Activate some planetary energies and you'll feel better.
Yeah. So let me do that one again. And to activate the energy of Mercury so I can have objectivity and clarity from overwhelming emotions. Nice and easy. Pull it in. Let it come up through the floor. Nice and easy. Calm right down. Oh, that felt really good. Go ahead.
And to activate the energy of Mars so I can get going, start the day with gusto.
Yeah.
And for that project that I've been putting off, for you
Nice.
procrastinators, use Mars energy.
Yeah.
It's but it's powerful, only a little bit.
Yes.
So
Yes. Pull it in, let it come up through the floor and blow out any negative energies that are blocking you from that request. And to activate the energy of Jupiter so I can dream big. Oh, I love that one. Have optimism and use that energy to help me implement my big dream. Nice and easy. Pull it in. Blow out any negative energies left over.
and to activate the energy of Saturn so I can work from the energy of my essence
Mhm.
and be true to the unique energy in me.
Nice. Pull it in and blow it out. And to activate the energy of Neptune so I can feel love in my life for myself and for others in the right way, in the best way for me. Nice and easy. Pull it in, let it go out.
So let's activate life force.
Okay, so here we go. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to activate life force. Life force is the most powerful energy. And then when it's mixed with the planetary energies, oh my gosh, it is amazing. So here we go. So I can activate life force, so I can have hope to use all the energies at my disposal every day in the best way for myself. Nice and easy. Take a breath. That's life force, everyone. Blow out any negative energies that are blocking you.
And to activate life force so I can have hope to use all the energies at my disposal every day for the best way for myself.
Nice. And activate life force so I can trust that getting energies that are freely available from earth, nature, and life force are much better than getting them from other people or corn dogs.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Take a breath. I couldn't resist.
And to activate life force so I can decide to develop my develop my energy abilities by using the best energies that are freely and abundantly available.
Nice. Pull it in and blow it out. And to activate life force so I can be happy and healthy and strong and see what's standing in my way, remove it, and have laughter and love and joy and fun and any abundance of anything that I need and want starting right now. We sort of talked about what's going to happen next week.
So practicality versus perfection,
Okay.
which is better, which wins, how do you
Okay.
use that sort of
Okay.
thing. It's an amazing show. It's very important to listen. That's the whole basis of the argument during the pandemic, COVID-19, and the shot.
Okay.
So it'll be a very interesting show.
Okay.
So if you got something from today, you've said, oh my gosh, I want to be able to use energies in my life every day.
Right.
That's what the ecosystem approach is all about.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Listen to our show every week.
Yes.
Go to our website right now, theecosystemapproach.org. Sign up for a free section. Go to our Facebook page, theecosystemapproach.org.
Nice.
That's where all of our videos are. And like us while you're there.
I absolutely love it. And by the way, everyone, we know that laughter is one of the most important things that you can do. And if you want to get rid of negative energy, laughter is some of the best.
While activating the other stuff.
So we'll connect next week, Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Transformation Talk Radio, and you're listening to the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia.
Remember, your ecosystem is the most important one in the world.
Thank you for listening to the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia. I'm Patricia. Tune in every week as we discuss practical ways to apply the ecosystem approach and develop your potential to live your life on your terms. For more information, visit our website at theecosystemapproach.org.